Because I'm super stubborn and I'm like, I made 2 vests. I know everything that I'm doing. I don't need to look at the instructions. I did such a good job. All right, still the lining, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, that's so bright. Step into the shadows. Spooky. I just started my dishwasher, sorry. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah if you're new here. I do a lot of random things. So this week, my husband and I took off all week. We're gonna do a staycation. We're gonna do some house projects and just chill while our kids are at daycare. And just like rot and do whatever we want to do, and it's gonna be so much fun. But one of the things that I wanted to do is sew. I just started sewing again. I've sewn forever. I have a sewing machine. I can sew. I can do a lot of things, but I just started getting back into it. I bought a couple patterns. I'm gonna sew some stuff for my kids, so I really want to get some stuff made for them that they can wear and be cute, because there's just a lot of stuff out there that I like. So I'm gonna show you. I went ahead and cut everything, but we're gonna see how much I can sew this weekend. So let me show you what I've got. So this is where I have a lot of my projects in weight. It's not really functioning as a desk as much. It's more of a holder. So let me show you what I've got cut out. First, I bought this vest pattern. I think it's called the Ash Vest. I can link it below. But I bought this pattern. So it is a quilted vest. So I went ahead and cut it. I have this cute little mushroom fabric, and then I am also gonna use this like checkered plaid, but I can't decide which I want to be the inside and which I want to be the outside. It's technically reversible, but if anybody sews, like, you know, one side is gonna look better than the other. Like, that's just how it works. So I think I'm gonna do the checkered on the outside, but I'm not positive. So I've cut 2, and then I also have, this is another vest for my 2-year-old, and I cut up one of my husband's old military jackets. My husband was in the Army, the National Guard, for 6 years, and he has a ton of uniforms. So I cut up an old one, and I'm gonna turn that into a little vest that I think is gonna be really cute. I'm excited about this one. So that is all the same vest pattern. They have like several sizes, so I can pick what I needed. And then I think that one's gonna be good. I've been looking at the pattern. I don't think it'll take me too long, but we'll see. But I'm really excited about that. So that's 3 vests. And then the next one, we will see how this pans out. So I bought this pattern on Etsy. It seemed like a very reputable seller. Like I said, I've been looking at the pattern. I obviously already cut out the pattern, blah, blah, blah. Everything looks good to go. Instructions are very thorough. I think it's gonna be a very easy project. That being said, I bought a pants pattern from another seller, and I don't want to, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what I think, but I don't want to like say stuff that isn't true. This is just like what my feeling was. But I bought them, and then afterwards I was like, is this AI? Like, did somebody just go in AI and like have it make a pattern? Because the pattern itself makes sense. Like, I already cut it out, but the instructions are, it's like IKEA instructions, like just a couple of pictures, no real explanation. It's not quite clear like where certain steps connect. And I messaged the seller because the instructions did not have any sizing guidelines, and it didn't have any fabric guidelines, like how much fabric you would need based on the size that you want, which is like a very standard thing for a sewing pattern. And so I messaged the seller that, and they responded with like, this is the sizing chart that the pants were based on, not the sizing chart that goes with the pants. So that didn't really make sense to me. And then I messaged them again because, like I said, there was no fabric recommendations, and they just refunded me. So I'm like, are you even like qualified to be selling this pattern? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. They will be a pair of pants at the end of this project, but I don't know if they'll be any good. So that being said, I do have more fabric if I want to find another pattern to try instead. But I bought this jean checkered pattern that I really like, and then this black corduroy I'm really excited about. So that is 2 pairs of pants for my toddler. So that is project 4 and 5. I have more of the shirt I cut up for that vest, my husband wants me to make a computer case for him. So this is the front of the shirt. It's gonna be the computer case. A bunch of patches he wanted on that. If you follow me on here or on TikTok, or you're just like, I don't know, on Pinterest, I made these for Halloween. They turned out so stinking cute. A bunch of people really enjoyed them. So I need to finish this one, and I think I'm gonna draft a pattern for these for next year. I had a lot of people reach out and ask if I was gonna have a pattern available, so I think I'm gonna do that for these pumpkins. So if you're interested in that, follow me. I'll have those up probably sometime in the spring because I wanna do Easter baskets like these as well. So that's kind of what I have going on if I want, but let me start sewing. I think I'm gonna start on one of the vests for sure. What I decided to do was just make little dots. We're just gonna wing it, I think. So cute. I still need to sew the buttons on, but look how cute this is. That's so precious. I just need to sew the buttons on. The little mushrooms are adorable. It turned out so good. It called for a 3/8 of an inch top stitch, but I just like a tighter top stitch, so I did 1/4 of an inch, so 2/8 of an inch. But it turned out so cute. Can't wait for my little boy to wear it. This is the back. And then it's reversible. This would be what it would look like if you wanted the little mushrooms. So I think I'm gonna tie, I think I'm gonna sew buttons on both sides so that it truly is reversible. It's so cute. So that project took me a little while. I think it'll go quicker now that I know how to assemble it. So I have to take a break. I need to eat something. I have to pump. I gotta go take mine and my babies to the doctor just for annual to do something for work. So it'll probably be tonight when I am sewing again, but I hope you enjoyed that first project. It's so cute. Are you ready? Motherhood, just mom things. So I sewed, let me put this away real quick. So I just sewed on the buttons while I was pumping, and I just used this little army green looking color. And what I did was sewed a button on both sides. So 6 buttons total. It'll be able to be completely reversible with buttons on the outside. It's so cute. I can't wait to put him on it. Put him in it. I don't want to break it. Do I need a mushroom plaid vest? Maybe. I don't know, that's pretty cute. Maybe. It is 10:30 at night. Can you see that? And I just finished another vest. It's so stinking cute, and it's so like, I just love it so much. Probably more than the other one, because it's from my, like I said, it's from my husband's jacket. I still need to wash off the chalk lines for quilting, but look how cute that is. And then it has this little detail. Like, I tried to get pieces of the shirt that would look good the way I cut it. And so I'm so obsessed with it. This is the back. He's gonna look so freaking cute in this. Oh, literally obsessed. So far, I think the pattern is really great. I like it. I put the other one on my son earlier, and it seemed to fit good. I think it was slightly big, but I did want him to be able to wear it over like sweatshirts and stuff as like an outer layer, not as just like a little vest. Yeah, I think that it's a really good pattern. I really like it. I'm sure I'll use it again. The only thing I wish that there were pockets, even just like little front pockets, I think would be cute, but it is already pretty thick, most of like with the quilt and the 2 pieces of fabric. So it might be a lot with pockets, but I'm literally obsessed. He's gonna be the most stylish. He's gonna be the most stylish little toddler on the playground. Oh, so cute. I just can't. I'm so obsessed with it. I did such a good job. I'm gonna make him wear it tomorrow. But I'm glad I got 2 things done this Monday. I also have, we'll get to it if I get to it. But I'm gonna go take a shower and go to sleep because I'm freaking exhausted. And I'm watching Gossip Girl.
Put it down. No, set it down and he'll get it. Let go. Good job.
So I didn't end up sewing anything yesterday, and I'm gonna try to sew these pants that I was talking about. So I cut out the pattern, and it's this really cute checkered jean. I'm really excited about it, but when I started reading the instructions, it said, like, cut out the pattern based on the size guide. There is no size guide. So I messaged the seller. They were like, oh, I'm sorry, here's a size guide. Okay, that's not a big deal. Get your like fabric according to the measurements. There's no like measurements for how much fabric you need. So it's like, I don't think you've tested this pattern at all. And they ended up refunding me, so we'll see. But I hope they turn out good. They look like pants. I mean, so we'll see. Wish me luck. And Zach and I are gonna watch a Christmas movie.
I promise to love every part of you, man. Badly.
I don't know here.
Just play it.
I miss my daughter's birth.
Oh, you could. Wicked, the real story.
I thought it was on Peacock.
You know what I need? I need that little Christmas village.
What?
That Christmas village.
What Christmas village?
Remember, like, all the
Nick changed his picture. That's not allowed.
what was he, a fucking spoon or something?
No, Mom and Dad are the spoon. I can't remember what he was. It was something stupid because I picked it.
Wait, you picked something stupid and you're mad that he changed it?
Yeah. I thought it was on Peacock.
I took it off, it sucked.
Probably took it off so we'd have to pay for it.
Probably.
Look at all the Jurassic movies.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And all of them were pretty good until fucking Chris Pratt started being in them.
The first one he did wasn't terrible.
But again, they're like genetically modifying dinosaurs. It's like, why? They're deadly the way they are.
Yes, they shouldn't be. So I ended up changing the foot on my machine. If you have a sewing machine and you've never read the manual, you should, because I never did. And then I was like looking at the pattern of constructing like pants, and it was talking about, you know, serging the edges. And I don't have a serger, but it did have a foot that allows me to do a similar, it's kind of a mess because I haven't gotten the tension perfect yet, but it does like a nice seam so it doesn't fray, and I didn't know that. So now I know that, and I am doing those pieces right now. It's taking forever because it basically does like 6 or 7 stitches in one spot, so it's not like moving very fast, but we're getting it done and we will assemble soon. And Zach and I are watching Wicked. We watched it once, but I wanted to rewatch it, so that's what we're watching right now. Oh shoot. I did the wrong side. Let's try this again. So I thought I would show you the finished projects that I did. I'm still working on Coda's vest. I forgot to put the button loops in it when I was assembling it because I'm super stubborn and I'm like, I made 2 vests. I know everything that I'm doing. I don't need to look at the instructions. Obviously, I did need to look at the instructions, but I'm almost done, so I'm gonna finish that this evening, I think. But I'll go through and show you all my cute little projects and how they turned out and what I did different or any changes that I made. So the first one that you saw was this little vest for my 2-year-old bear. I think it turned out really great. I did the double buttons so you can turn it inside out. He's worn it to school, and he actually got a bunch of compliments on it when I dropped him off, which I was like super proud of. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, what a cute vest. And I'm like, I know, isn't it? So it does turn inside out. And it's just really cute. I don't think I really made any changes to this other than doing like a closer top stitch just because I felt like it needed it. Instead of, I think it called for 3/4 or 3/8, and I did 1/4. So other than that, so that is Bear vest number 1. Vest number 2, which is my favorite, this military vest that I cut up one of my husband's jackets. I think it turned out super awesome. He looks super cute in it. I did not sew buttons on the inside because I didn't really think he would be wearing it reversed. That was just, I think there's too much going on the outside with the extra button and stuff for it to be comfortable. So that was the second one, and he looks super cute in it. I did insert a video of him wearing it. He's just so stinking cute. Then the pants pattern. I decided I am gonna link the pattern if you want to give it a try, but I will tell you all of the things that I changed and assembling and all that sort of stuff. So the first pair of pants I sewed with it were these. And if you remember, the reason that I ended up using the pattern and sewing them is because I cut everything out before I looked at the instructions, and I was like, these are terrible instructions, but I'd already committed. So we were gonna see how they turned out. I didn't want to throw away fabric, but I think they turned out really cute. This is kind of going backwards, but the way the pattern lined up, you like do a cut. It's supposed to kind of make, if you can see, a barrel leg. But what ends up happening is the ankle pieces don't line up. So I had to cut them, and I didn't reserge them. So I'm gonna just fold them over. They went through the wash. You can see they're super frayed now. So I'm just going to fold them over and sew them again. They're a little long on him anyways, so I think it'll be fine. The inside held up good. You can see that I did the I guess it's not serging, I can't remember the stitching that I used, but it was on my regular sewing machine. It held up pretty good. I think I probably could have made the elastic a little smaller. I should have measured it on him, but I was impatient and he wasn't here when I did it. Assembly wise, it wants you to sew this seam, so the front crotch seam and the butt seam first. Then you sew the sides, and then you put the pockets on, which I did not like. And I did follow it that way for the first time. What I additionally did was I top stitched. So if you can see, after I sewed the crotch together, I did a top stitch. After I sewed the side together, I did a top stitch. And then for the pockets, they're sewn over and then sewn all the way around. I think it would have been assembly wise better to sew the right leg together, put the pocket on, sew the left leg together, put the pocket on, and then attach the crotch seam and then do the internal legs last. I also added, there wasn't a top stitch on the cut that we made, but I did a top stitch on that. And then instead of creating a tube or whatever for the elastic, I sewed the elastic to the pant because I hate when elastic twists and I didn't want to deal with it. So it's not going to twist because I sewed it to the actual fabric. That is how these turned out. I think they're super cute. Like I said, I'm going to fix that, but I think they turned out really cute. I think if I sew with this pattern again, because it's not a bad base pattern. The instructions are just not comprehensive, and it's not beginner friendly is the point I'm trying to make. I think I would make them a little wider leg and then just a little shorter for my son personally. I thought they were a little long. And then I also made these corduroy pants that turned out so cute. They just went through the wash with a blanket, so they're a little fuzzy. I need to lint roll them. But on this one, I did the way I wanted to, which was sewing the legs together first and adding the pocket, and then sewing the crotch and then the legs. On this one, I did a double seam, so I folded it twice. I think I folded it before I assembled it. I folded it, stitched it as a panel, and then once it was assembled, I stitched it again. So I think it just looks like a nicer finish. And like I said, since my son is a little short for the sizing that he's in, I roll up his pants. It just looks better to have a finished edge when I roll up or cuff his pants. And then similarly for the inside, I sewed it together, but I also rolled it up. So I folded it almost 1.5 times to make sure that there's no edges being seen. But corduroy is very forgiving. It doesn't really fray. If you don't care about that, then you don't have to worry about it. But I think they turned out so good. I'm so proud of myself. I'm just started getting back into sewing. I have like a ton of projects that I want to work on. Until next time, bye.